Color my friends. Alright, so by a raise of hand, how many of you wear sunscreen every day? How many of you only wear sunscreen when you go to the beach? How many of you never ever wear sunscreen? So sunscreen actually should be worn every day because the sun emits harmful UV rays even on the cloudiest of days, and up to 80% of these rays penetrate our skin. Sunscreen is often skipped because kids want to go outside and play, or even teens want to have that perfect tan. But according to the recent study published in the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology, teens adopt sun protective behaviors only when they are warned about premature wrinkling and aging, but not skin cancer. Today I'm going to teach you about what exactly SPF is and the benefits of wearing sunscreen every day. So first off, when you look at your sunscreen bottle, you're probably wondering, what exactly is SPF? SPF stands for the sun protection factor, and they come in numbers like 15, 25, 50, and recently now you see 100 on the market. The SPF number tells you how much the product will protect you from the UVB rays, which are the harmful radiation that comes from the sun, and this is what causes sunburn, damages your skin, and also contributes to skin cancer. Due to recent like global warming, whatever you want to call it, the ozone layer around the earth has been depleting, and this is causing a lot more of these rays to seep through the ozone layer and actually hurt our skin, and humans are unfortunately not able to adapt too quickly, so we have sunscreen to protect us. The higher the SPF number, it's the greater amount of protection that you'll be getting when you apply this onto your skin before you go outside, even on cloudy days, which is really important to wear it. And according to the Skin Cancer Foundation, a regular daily use of sunscreen, which is somewhere around 15 SPF, which isn't much, it's just very, very small, it actually reduces the risk of developing skin cancer by 40% and the risk of developing melanoma by 50%. So with that being said, why should you wear sunscreen? Well, first off, it prevents premature aging, as I'm sure many of us don't want us to have, like wrinkles and dark spots. For teens and adults who want to ward off the wrinkles especially, it's best to not go out in the sun as much as possible. The dermatologist Dr. Eric Bernstein of the Centers for Cosmetic Laser Surgery said 90% of skin wrinkles they treat are just because people have sun exposure every day and they don't wear sunscreen. Now, we all think that going out just this once isn't going to actually hurt us, but skipping sunscreen on 2 days can actually show signs of aging at the molecular level, which is really crazy because that's only 2 days of our lives. Imagine how many times people actually skip sunscreen their whole life. Now, here is a photo of a truck driver, if it comes up. So basically, the photo I'm about to show you is the truck driver's face, and the left side of his face is much more aged than the right, and that's because the sun came through the window on the side. If you can see, he's much more wrinkly in age on one side and a lot less wrinkled on the other because of the sun's damage. Now, because only half of his face received sun exposure, only half of it was really aged. Now, not only does sunscreen help with your cosmetic looks, but it also prevents something deadly, which is skin cancer. Anybody can get skin cancer, regardless of their age, weight, gender, or race. And skin cancer is the most common form of cancer in the US. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime. So that's about 20% of all Americans, which is a lot. In 2011, according to the CDC, about 65,000 people were diagnosed from skin cancer, and about 9,000 people died from it. Now, skin cancer isn't the only issue. There's also a more harsh and much more violent form of skin cancer called melanoma, which I also have a photo of right now. And if you give me one moment. Now, melanoma is actually one of the most common forms of cancer, and it's also the most widespreading. They just look like really typical moles or freckles, which are what we develop, or dark spots from when you're a young person. Now, it is very common from young adults, about 25 to 29, and is the second most common form of cancer for young people from people actually 15 to 29 years old. According to a 2011 study in Australia, adults aged 25 to 75 who put on sunscreen every single day were half as likely to be diagnosed with melanoma after 10 years than those who just put it on every now and then. So in addition to this, over the past 3 decades, most people have had skin cancer, more than all other cancers combined. Now, with all this really information, you probably wonder, why don't people wear sunscreen? Well, some people say it feels sticky and it smells weird. Some people even say that it causes acne and doesn't let their skin breathe. But actually now there are new formulas that are lighter and dry quicker than the old forms of sunscreen. Actually, it dries on, so you can spray it on. It's really, really light, but you get a very high SPF, like 30 or 35. And you totally get to breathe. It's sweat proof, it's waterproof, so you're not feeling sticky the whole day. I know a lot of girls would complain about this, that they can make your skin look wider when you apply it on your face. And actually now there's a lot more developments in makeup where there's tinted moisturizers that actually have an SPF in them and help prevent sunburns. Now there are also other items such as powders and foundations with SPF in them. So what I talked to you about today was about why you should always wear sunscreen. Apply it to your skin every day and make it a habit, like brushing your teeth. Wearing sunscreen prevents premature aging as well as skin cancer. Sunscreen is very important and essential to our daily life, especially now it's a tool that we can all use really easily. I talked to you about what exactly SPF is and the benefits of wearing sunscreen every day. And according to the Skin Cancer Foundation, every 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer, so make sure to wear sunscreen every day. Thank you.